What is next for Roman Reigns after WrestleMania Backlash? Welcome to SCW here on YouTube.com. Thank you for choosing the channel and choosing the video. Please subscribe right now. Leave any comments in the comment section. Please like and share the video as well. Well, Roman Reigns did retain the Universal Championship against Cesaro at WrestleMania Backlash. So now we have to look what is going to be next for the Tribal Chief, the head of the table. One thing I will say immediately is I don't think Cesaro will be getting a rematch. That felt like a one and done match in my opinion. At a risk, you could say a triple threat match could be involved with Seth Rollins. What I really liked after the match was we did get a stare down with Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns after the match before Seth Rollins was to continue his rivalry with Cesaro and attack the Swiss Superman after the match, but also reminding fans what happened a couple of weeks ago on SmackDown. Of course, Seth Rollins did say that if he didn't get the Usos control themselves and not stick their nose in Seth Rollins' business, he would go and deal with it himself, and it kind of teased the idea of Seth Rollins versus Roman Reigns. But the fact that Seth Rollins had the stare down and went to Cesaro, it tells me that this is something that's going to happen at a later date, but it doesn't tell me something that's going to happen in the immediate future. So ruling out Seth Rollins and Cesaro, we then look to the rest of the SmackDown roster, and of course one storyline that has been starting at the same time as the match that's been building with Cesaro for Roman Reigns is none other than Jimmy Uso, who made his return to SmackDown Live. He said he's nobody's bitch, he's not the right hand man like Jey Uso. He said that Jey Uso is almost the whipping boy for the Tribal Chief, doing all of his dirty tricks. And of course, one thing that's very interesting, instead of Money in the Bank next month, we've got Hell in a Cell, which is traditionally an October pay-per-view for WWE. It's being moved to June this year, which I think seems to fit what could be a narrative storyline here for the Tribal Chief. Roman Reigns versus Jimmy Uso. Remember last year at Hell in a Cell, it was Roman Reigns against Jey Uso in Hell in a Cell, which was also an I Quit match. And of course, Jey Uso said the words I quit due to the fact that Roman Reigns put the guillotine on Jimmy Uso at that time, was out of commission, was unable to compete, and of course Jey then at the Mercy did say those words, I quit. So I wouldn't be surprised if we start building towards Roman Reigns against Jimmy Uso in even potentially the same match at this Hell in a Cell pay-per-view. It could be a nice narrative storyline building up, and I do think what could be quite fun as well, what about Jey Uso as the special guest referee? Where does the loyalties really lie? I think that could be a fun little seed that could be planted into this, because if Jimmy loses, perhaps he has to fall in line as well and go with the bloodline. But maybe if Jimmy can win, not only does he become the head of the table and the Universal Champion, Jey Uso no longer has to do Roman Reigns' bidding. I think that could be fascinating and would be easily a solid main event for the Hell in a Cell pay-per-view if it was to happen this year. And I think what could be a fun little nugget that could be doing on the build-up, Jimmy Uso has been doing more for SmackDown's tag team division and those tag team championships in the last couple of weeks, and it feels WWE has focused on tag team wrestling in years. He wants him and Jey to go for those tag team championships and become the head of the table in their own right as the Usos. Well, what about if Roman Reigns was to say, hey Jey, you're my right hand man, let's go for the new champions Mysterios and we become the tag team champions on the build-up. Perhaps they don't become the champions, maybe Jimmy Uso stops them from doing so, maybe Jey can take the pinfall. It doesn't hurt the Tribal Chief if that match isn't won. Maybe something like that could take place, but certainly would be fun and would be interesting narrative. But for my personal opinion, I think Roman Reigns, what's next for him after WrestleMania Backlash? I think it's Jimmy Uso. I think it's Hell in a Cell. It could be the exact same match that Jey Uso took on Roman Reigns at last year's Hell in a Cell event. But that's all from me. Let me know what you think is next for Roman Reigns in the comments below right now. I can't wait to interact with you in the comments section. Please like and share the video as well. Spread the word of SCW. Word of mouth really does go a long way in helping the channel grow. Make sure to check out as well WrestleMania Backlash, the full review you can get from me as well on the channel also. And of course, Ask SCW, the latest Q&A, is also available on the channel now. But that's all from me. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time here on YouTube.com. You've been watching SCW. Have yourselves a great day.